Jai Shri Ram everyone. Greetings of the evening. Ramo Rajamani Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Bhyata Nishacharachamo Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Ramannasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhavatu Me Go Rama Mamottara Gurudev Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Guruneva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Nakuro Paramam Shishurasmi Kuro Matirasti Kuro Mama Pahi Guru Bravimi Samskrutam Vacha Dhyayami Samskrutam Sada ध्यायामि संस्कृतं मृदा पूर्वे सेवां च कायेन वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् संप्रव्योमि यालयं रमते मुदा संस्कृतिं चैव संस्कारं विन्दते नात्र संशयः. Good evening everyone. Jai Shri Ram to everyone. So today is the proud moment for all Indian and everyone has witnessed. Since morning we are seeing all the programs. At Ayodhya Prana Pratishtha is done. So today is very proud moment for all of us, right? Okay. Let's start today's class. So today, as such, we have finished almost everything from the grammar portion. The main important part which is remaining is sandhi and samasa. So these 4 days we are investing into sandhi and samasa. Today and tomorrow sandhi, day after tomorrow and another day samasa. Then we are going to solve question papers of board exam and sometime on Anucheda Lekhanam. So that we have half journey is completed and remaining half journey we are going to finish this week. Okay, so today's portion is sandhi and tomorrow's also portion is sandhi. So let us start today's class. So we are starting with sandhi today. वर्णानामतिशयितः सन्निधिः संहिता इत्युच्यते. वर्णानाम् अतिशयित सान्निध्ये सति कदाचित् एकस्य अनेकस्य वा वर्णस्य व्यत्ययः भवति सः सन्धिः इत्युच्यते. वर्णविकारः वर्णव्यत्ययः एव सन्धिः. So what is sandhi? Sandhi means if you see meaning of sandhi, it's like joining. So when we add two words together. Now, why I am using add? Why I am using add word? Because if you say it happens at physical level, when two letters they are added, then we get 3 types of effects. So what are those effects? Like sometimes what happens, the letter get changed. Sometimes what happens, the letter get replaced. And sometimes what happens, a slight change, like only Vriddhi, or if it is Raswa, it becomes Dirgha, like that. So these changes happen at the level of Varna. Okay, what is mean by at the level of Varna? See, we have here joining 2 points. Okay, so first part, second part. When it is joining with each other, then we get something resultant. What is the result? It's sandhi. Okay, so what happens exactly? Let's see in sandhi. Okay, so what happens exactly? So there will be a first word and second word. That is first part. Left side of the plus sign and right side of the plus sign. So do we add everything or rules are applied to any of the letter of the word? No. There are fixed rules. This happens at physical level. That's why I'm telling. So last letter of first word and first letter of second word. Okay. So end of first and start of second. Those 2 letters are responsible to follow the rules. Rest of the word do not get any effect. Okay, so that is the first basic rule of sandhi. So you would have learned when you have started Sanskrit learning, that time Varna Vibhajanam, Varna Sanyojanam, you would have learned. Like Rama, how Ram is formed, R plus A plus M plus A. So what we do, we add Vyanjan and Swar. Okay, so what are vowels and consonants, Swar and Vyanjan? When we have independent sounds, for pronouncing those sounds, we don't need help. They are independent sounds. Those are vowels. When for their pronunciation, they depend on, or they are not complete without swara. Those are vyanjana. Okay. Now what happens when we want to frame a word? We keep on adding vyanjana with swara. Then it gives a complete sound. Okay. So R plus A becomes Ra. M plus A becomes M. That's how Rama Shabda is formed. This is an independent word. So how word is formed? By joining Swara and Vyanjan, right? Vowels and consonants, they come together and they raises the sound, and like this words are formed. Now why Sandhi is important? There is closeness when we pronounce those words. That closeness results in sandhi. What is mean by that closeness? So, for example, when two words are pronounced one after another, those vowel sounds or consonant sounds, they have closeness of their origin. It may be origin of their sound, or it may be when we are pronouncing those words, something resultant we are finding. Now, I'll just give you one example. For example, let me say one word. Okay. So this is the combination. You listen carefully. It's a listening task. Then you will understand. I want to say Muni Indraha. I want to say this word. These two words I want to say. So when I say Muni Indraha. Now, can you feel that sound effect? When I follow these two words one after another, there is closeness of their sound. So what is that closeness? Rasvani sounds as Dirghani. That closeness results in Sandhi. For example, Vidyalaya, Vidyalaya, Vidyalaya. Right? This closeness is called as Sandhi. Sandhi is raised because of closeness of Svara, Varna, not Svara, Varna. Now here, what exactly happens? How to remember rules and how to follow those rules. These three things you should understand and remember. When you are learning Sandhi, first you should understand what is Purvapada, what is Uttarapada. Then you should understand which place Sandhi happens. Remember, it is always last Varna of first word and first Varna of second word. So rest of the word, you should not touch. There is no change in that. This is one thing which you should remember forever. Whenever rules are taught in terms of last letter and first letter only. So if the same letter is repeated in the rest of the part of the word, that rule is not applied to that letter. So rule applies to only last letter and first letter of second word. Last letter of first word and first letter of second word. This is first fixed rule for all types of sandhi, whether it is swara, vyanjana or visarga sandhi. Rule is same. What is the rule? Whenever we are talking in terms of rules, whenever we are talking about the rules are always applied to the antima varna of first word and prathama varna of second word. Remember, I am saying varna. I am not saying swara or vyanjana. Whatever it is. It may be swara also, it may be vyanjana also, it may be visarga also. Right? So last and first. That is the first thing which you should understand. Now let's understand what are the three types of sandhi. Three important types. Swara sandhi, vyanjana sandhi, visarga sandhi. So as I say you, whenever the name is given after some type, that name plays that is the role maker, change maker. That is the role model, change maker. So who is change maker in Swara sandhi? swaras are given importance. Because of the specific position of swara, that sandhi is applied. In Vyanjana sandhi, Vyanjanas are important, and Vyanjanas, their position and their place decide which rule has to be applied to that word in the formation of sandhi. So these are change makers. In Swara Sandhi, Swara is important. Vyanjana Sandhi, Vyanjana is important. Visarga Sandhi, Visarga is the change maker. So what is the place before Visarga, which letter is coming, everything rule is related to that part. Okay. Now let's start with Swara Sandhi. So if you ask me what is your portion prescribed for CBSE, then in the list of Sandhi, they have not given Swara Sandhi for you. But it has to be understood by you, because though it is not given in the 4 marks of Vyakrana, it may be asked in other parts, like in Pathita and Apatita it may be asked. Okay. Anuprayuktam Vyakaranam, Prashna number, I think 4. 5. Prashna number 5. That is allotted for Sandhi card. In this, you have Vyanjana Sandhi and Visarga Sandhi. It is for 4 marks. Again, it is Bahuvikalpiya Prashna. There you will get option for that. In Vyanjana Sandhi, there are only 2 rules. Vargiya Prathama Varnasya Tritiya Varne Parivartanam, Prathama Varnasya Panchama Varte Parivartanam. Only these 2 rules. In Visarga Sandhi, Visargasya Utvam, Ratvam, Visargalopaha, Visargasya Sthane, Sa, Sh and Shra. These only 4 rules for Visarga Sandhi and 2 rules for Vyanjana Sandhi. This portion is prescribed for question number 5. That is for 4 marks. But don't get it confused. Other types, they consider that these are learned previously till class 9. So in Pathita, in Apatita, they may ask you question based on these. So especially Swara Sandhi, they may ask you questions based on Swara Sandhi. So it has to be understood well. So let's start Swara Sandhi. Swarasya sthane vyatyayah cheta Swara Sandhi. Change in the place of Swara, those are vowels, is called as Swara Sandhi. Swara Sandhi is also known as Ach Sandhi. Now they have given example. So Vidya plus Alayah. Okay. So what we should remember? That change happens at the swara's place, because it is swara sandhi. So which is the swara which ends? Last swara of first word is a, and first swara of second word is a. So these are joining points. So you should always understand what is the joining point. Okay. So you can't say that this I will apply rule because it is swara present. Or you can't say that E I will apply rule because E is present. No, it's not like that. It is never like that. It is, that's why joining point you should understand. The last and first only. So Vidya plus A plus Layah. So where the sandhi happens? Last swara of Vidya is A and first swara of Alayah is A. So A plus A happens and the resultant is Vidyalayah. Okay. So this is Purva Varnaha and this is Paravarnaha. Okay. So Purva Varnaha is part of Purvapada, but it is last Varna of Purvapada. Paravarnaha is part of Uttarapada, but it is part of, like, first part of Uttarapada. Okay. So why it is given Purva and Para? Because it is due respect with the plus sign. So before plus sign is Purva, after plus sign is Para. So this positions, that's why I said sandhi happens at physical. You can see and understand. It's a physical change. Okay, in terms of chemistry, if we talk. Purva Varnaha, Para Varnaha. When both Purva and Para letters are swaras, then Swara Sandhi. So when we see these 2 letters are different types of swara. We have no all. So it may be anything, but it should be swara. Then only it is called Swara Sandhi. Okay. So this is Swara Sandhi. So let's start Swara Sandhi. Now let's see what are the types. These are 5 types. These all 5 types you should be thorough in this. Okay. You should understand in this. सवर्ण दीर्घ संधि, गुण संधि, वृद्धि संधि, यण संधि, यांतावांता देश संधि. If possible, learn in this sequence only. Because if you follow proper sequence, it is easy to remember and recall the rules. Okay, so don't mix the sequence. Vruddhi first, then Guna, then Savarna, then Yana, you know. If you go in this sequence, it is easy to recall. Savarna Dirgha Sandhihi, Guna Sandhihi, Vruddhi Sandhihi, Yana Sandhihi, Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhihi. So I want volunteers to read these 5 quickly. 4 members. In this sequence, you should read and others should listen carefully because listening is also part of studying. How many more times you listen, easily you will remember it. Okay. Yes, Pradnya. Read.
सवर्ण दीर्घ संधिः गुण संधिः वृद्धि संधिः यण् संधिः यान्तवान्तादेश संधिः.
Very good. Tejas.
सवर्ण दीर्घ संधिः गुण संधिः वृद्धि संधिः यण संधिः and यान्तवान्त देश संधिः.
Neha.
सवर्ण दीर्घ संधिः गुण संधिः वृद्धि संधिः यण् संधिः
यान्तवान्त देश संधिः.
यान्तवान्त देश संधिः.
Now who will say without C? Yes. Quickly. Come on, you have already studied all these types, no? It's revision. Yes, Pradnya.
सवर्ण दीर्घ संधिः गुण संधिः वृद्धि संधिः यण् संधिः यान्तवान्तादेश संधिः.
Very good. Come on. Next, who will tell? Parth. Shruti.
Yes, ma'am. Yan sandhi, yantavanta sandhi.
What I said, don't change the sequence.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Savarna dirgha sandhi, guna sandhi, vridhi sandhi, yan sandhi, and yantavanta sandhi.
Now tell.
Savarna dirgha sandhi, guna sandhi, vridhi sandhi, yan sandhi, and yantavanta sandhi.
Very good, excellent. Neha.
गुण संधिः.
No. Always start with the sequence.
Okay. सवर्ण दीर्घ संधिः गुण संधिः वृद्धि संधिः यण् संधिः व्यान्तवान्त संधिः यान्तवान्त देश संधिः.
Very good. Parth.
सवर्ण दीर्घ संधिः गुण संधिः वृद्धि संधिः यन संधिः and last one I don't know, ma'am.
Yantavanta desha sandhihi.
यान्तवान्त देश संधिः.
Tejas.
सवर्ण संधिः
Dirgha.
सवर्ण दीर्घ संधिः गुण संधिः वृद्धि संधिः यण् संधिः and यान्तवान्त देश संधिः.
Yes, excellent. So you all have very good memory power. Everyone, if you are not opening your mic, but you should practice. Okay, because this is for all of you, right? So let's start with Savarna Dirgha Sandhihi. Remember, why it is important to remember names? Name only will solve half of your problem. Savarna Dirgha. What is mean by this? Savarna Dirgha. What is mean by Sa? Sa, Upasarga we have seen. Similar. Varna. Yes, same. Varna. Varna is, it can be letter. Dirgha. Rasva and Dirgha. Dirgha. Something which is related to Dirgha Matra, right? Dirgha I ki Matra, Dirgha A ki Matra, U ki Matra, something. Dirgha. So it is Sa Varna Dirgha. Whenever the Varnas which are similar, same to each other, they come face to face, left and right of the plus sign. The resultant will be whatever is Dirgha of that Varna. Okay. That is the name. Now I'll explain you rules, then you will understand. A or A plus A or A is equal to A. I or E plus I or E is equal to E. U or U plus U or U is equal to U. Ru plus. These are or, okay? Paravarnaha in Uttarapada, same. Ru is equal to Ru. Dirgha Rukara. Now here, there are possible combinations, you know. What are the possible combinations? Suppose in Purvavarna, here or is given A or A, and here A or A. So there are 4 possible combinations. What are those? A plus A is equal to 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 A. Are you getting what I have did? This is just extra. This is just or A plus A or A. So what are the possible combination? A plus A plus A plus A plus A is equal to A. I am talking in respect. Remember, whenever you are thinking about this sandhi, you should be clear with this plus sign. Okay. So left of the plus and right of the plus. We don't get this plus sign in samasa. Okay. So left of the plus and right of the plus and is equal to. This you should remember. So E or E plus E or E is equal to E. Now who will tell possible 4 combination of this rule? Second rule. Who will tell? Parth will tell? Yes, Parth.
E plus E equals to E. E plus E equals to E. E plus E equals to E. E plus E equals to E.
Very good. Neha, third rule you explain. U wala rule. U or U.
U plus U is equal to U. U plus U is equal to U. U plus U is equal to U. U plus U is equal to U.
Very good. Now you understood possible combination. So these are the rules. Now let's see some examples. Then you will understand it is clearly. Now see here. Pustaka plus alayah. So what is the end swara of pustaka? Is a. Alayah a. Now a plus a. What is the answer? A is the answer. So pustak plus a plus layah. Pustakalayah. Okay, understood how it happens? So I want one volunteer to read this answer, example. Example number 2, 3, okay, 4 and 5. 5 are there. There is a type of mistake. I want new students to take part. Yes, Dikshan, read. Number 2.
Yes, ma'am. I am ready. Yes, ma'am.
Giri
plus Indraha, Girindraha. Mahi plus Ishaha, Mahishaha. Banu plus Udayaha, Banudayaha. Pitrah, Pitr plus Runam, Pitranam.
Yes, very good. Now see here, when we have Rasva Ukara plus Rasva Ukara, we get Dirgha Rukara. Rukara, sorry, not Ukara. So what is the sign when you give for Dirgha Rukara? Please see this carefully. For Ru ki matra, what you write? Only one half no? Here you will write 2. This is matra for Dirgha Rukara. You see this, observe it carefully. So you should know to write this. Okay. Now, Shruti, I'll give you some more examples. You have to solve it. Okay. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Alpa plus aparadha.
Alpa paradha.
Very good. Muni plus indraha.
Munindraha.
Very good. Mahi plus ishaha.
Mahishaha.
Guru plus upadeshaha.
Gurupadeshaha.
Vadhu plus uktihi.
Vadhuktihi.
Matru plus ruddhihi.
Matrudhihi.
Excellent. Super. Very good. Claps for you. Next, Guna Sandhi. Now, remember, whenever Guna name comes, it is formation of A or O. Guna. Second Sandhi is Guna Sandhi. In this, Purva Varnaha should be A or A. Remember this rule. If in Purva Pada A or A is not there, this rule is not applied. So this is compulsory identification mark. A or A in Paravarnaha, E results as A. U result as O. Ru results as R. And L results as L. So here formation of A, O, R, L in Guna Sandhi. So what exactly we get in Guna Sandhi? We get as a resultant A, O, R, L. In Purvapada, what we have? Purva Varnaha, A or A. Okay, now what are the possible combination? Yes, Dikshan. Possible combination of first two. A plus E is equal to A.
Ma'am,
Huh. Say Dikshan. A plus E is equal to A. A plus E is equal to A. A plus U is equal to O. A plus U is equal to O. Possible combinations.
A plus E becomes A. A plus E becomes A. A plus E becomes A. A plus E A. A plus U O.
Short vowel sound. A.
A plus U O. A plus U O. A plus U O.
Say Diction A plus U O. A plus U O.
A plus U O. A plus R R. A plus R R. A plus R R. A plus R R. A plus R L.
Okay. Next, let's read the examples. Now, what happens here? Now, see, Upa plus Indraha. E results as A. Up plus A plus Pendraha. No, here Ndraha will come, only Draha. This part is not there. Up plus A plus Ndraha. So, Pa plus A becomes Pe, Upendraha. Okay. Maha plus Ishah. A plus E becomes A. So, Maha plus A, Shah, Maheshah. U becomes O. Bhagya plus O plus Dayah. Bhagyodayah. Okay. Like this it is. So, please raise your hands who want to read this. Yes, Vineet.
Yes, ma'am.
Read.
Upa adhika Indraha, Upendraha, Maha adhika Ishah, Maheshah, Bhagya adhika Udayah, Bhagyodayah, Ganga adhika Urmihi, Gangormihi, Deva adhika Rishihi, Devarshihi.
Very good. So, Vineet, I'll ask you some more.
Okay, ma'am.
Rama adhikiti.
Rameti.
Surya adhik udayah.
Suryodayah.
Param adhik ujjvala.
Paramojjvala.
Brahma adhik rushi.
Brahmarshihi.
Raja adhik rushihi.
Rajarshihi.
Chaya adhik eva.
Chayaiva.
Very good. Then Param adhik ishvaraha.
Parameshwaraha.
Excellent, Vineet. Super. Next. This is Guna Sandhi. Extension of Guna is Vriddhi. Okay. In Guna Sandhi, what we have got? A and O we got. Vriddhi is extension of that Svara. So A changes to I, O changes to Au. That is Vriddhi. But here again, what is the rule? In Purvapada, you should have A or A. But in Uttarapada, we should have A, I or O, Au. See here, In Guna Sandhi, what was there in Uttarapada? E and U was there. E Swara was there and U Swara was there. That gave you A or O. But in Vruddhi Sandhi, we have already A or I or O or AU. Then you get result as I, AU. Okay. Now who will elaborate these rules? Who has not talked so far? Surabhi?
Yes, ma'am.
Say.
A plus A equals I.
Hmm.
A plus I equals I.
Hmm.
A plus O equals O. A plus O equals O.
Hmm. Yes. Now, who will read now questions? Here, let's see. Mama plus eva, a plus a is equal to I. Mam, I, va, mamaiva. Deva plus Aishwaryam, a plus I. Deva plus, a plus I results as I only. Deva plus Aishwaryam, Devaishwaryam. Jala plus Ogaha, a plus O. Jal plus Au plus Ha, Jalaugha. Vidya plus Auchityam, A plus Au. Resultant is Au only. So Vidya plus Au plus Chityam, Vidyauchityam. Who will read the examples now? Those who have not taken part, students, come on, this is only reading activity, no? I want to see new students who want to read this, whatever you see on your screen.
Ma'am, can I?
Who is this?
Ma'am, I'm Aditri.
Aditri. Yes. Yes, Aditri.
Mama plus Eva. Mama Eva. Deva plus Aishwaryam. Devaishwaryam. Jala plus Ogaha. Jalaugaha. Vidya plus Auchityam. Vidyauchityam.
Now, a few more examples I'll ask. Eka plus ekam.
Ekaitam.
Bhava plus aikyam. Bhava plus aikyam.
Bhavaikyam.
Very good. Vana plus aushadhihi.
Vanaushadhihi.
Yatha plus audaryam.
Yathaudaryam.
Ganga plus ogha.
I'm sorry?
Ganga plus ogha.
Gangau.
Gangauha. Au. O plus au is?
Gangaugaha.
Yes, very good, Aditi. Good. Next, let's start with next type, yan sandhihi. So here you should understand few things. In Savarna Dirgha Sandhihi, Guna Sandhihi, Vruddhi Sandhihi, both the Purva and Para Varna, they get substituted with Swara. Okay, so that together join and some resultant came. Right? For example, A plus A is equal to A. That A and A is replaced togetherly with A. Correct? In yan sandhi, only the Purva letter gets substituted with a consonant and Para letter still remains same. Okay. This is the change in yana sandhi than Savarna Dirgha, Guna and Vruddhi. Now what is happening? So in Savarna Dirgha, Guna and Vruddhi, last letter and first letter of Uttarapada, they join and they replaced with new letter, new Varna. Okay. But in yana sandhi, what is happening? Only last letter of Purvapada is getting replaced and whatever is first letter of Uttarapada, it remains the same. This is the change. Okay. And where it changes, why the name is Yana Sandhi? Because we get as a result of Yavarala. Okay. So how we get, let's see rules. Now, in Purva Varna, means in Purvapada last Swara, what it will be It should be either E or E, U or U, Ru or Ru or Lu. Now, Paravarnaha. What should be there in Uttarapada? Asavarnaha Swara. Means it should not be the same Varna. It should not be Savarna. That is Asavarna. Okay. If it is same Varna, then what will happen? Savarna Dirgha will happen na there. Yes or no? If E or E is there in Purvapada, in Uttarapada E or E only comes, then Yana will not happen. Savarna Dirgha will happen. That's why we want any other Swara which is not same as E or E, which is not same as U or U, which is not same as Purvapada, Purvavarna. That is called Asavarna. That Swara comes in Uttarapada, in Paravarna. Now what will happen? When we have set of E Swara, it changes to Y. E or E changes to Y. U or U changes to W. Ru or Ru changes to R. Lu changes to L. Now remember, I am using word changes to. I am not using plus and is equal to. Why not using plus and is equal to? Because we are not replacing the pair. The rest part, the second part is remaining as it is. That Swara remains as it is. Only first part, that is last Swara of first word, it is replaced with Yavarala. That's why I am using the word changes. Now, how will you read the rule for this? E or E changes to Ya, U or U changes to Va, Ru or Ru changes to Ra, Lu changes to La. In Uttarapada, we have Asavarnaha Swaraha. Understood? Now, who will read these rules? You need to say changes to. Yes, raise your hands. Tejas?
Yes, ma'am. E plus E or E plus Asavarnaha Swaraha gives yeah.
Wait, Tejas, that's the twist. It is not, it gives. It do not replaces Paravarnaha. You should say E or E changes to Ya.
Oh, listen. E or E changes to Ya. U or U changed to Va. Re or R changes to Ra. R changes to La.
Very good. Yes, Neha.
E or E changes to Y, U or U changes to W, Ru or Ru changes to R, Ru changes to L.
Very good. Dikshan. Dikshan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. How should I read? Like,
E or E changes to Ya, U or U changes to W, Ru or Ru changes to R, L changes to L. Yes, Dikshan. Shall I tell once again? It is E or E changes to Ya. Okay, one more student I want. Anyone else? Raise your hands. Shruti?
Yes, ma'am.
Read it.
Ma'am, I read it as E plus.
Changes to. Changes to.
Okay, fine. E and E changes to Y.
Not and or.
Okay, fine. E or E changes to Y. U or U changes to V. R or R changes to Ra. And R changes to L.
Very good. Thank you, Shruti. Pradnya. Let's read the sentences. Before that, I'll just explain once, then you read. Now see here. Yadi plus api. Now yadi is there. Which swara is there? E is there. Now E will change to what? Ya. Api remains as it is. In api, do not change. Okay, this you should understand here. There is no change in Paravarnaha. Only Purvavarnaha that is changing to Yaralava. That's why the name is Yana, because Yaralava is changing. See, E changes to Ya. Here also E changes to Ya. Here E changes to Ya. Here U changes Va. Ru changes Ra. U changes Va. Okay. So it is, remember in the sequence, Yaralava, I, U, Ru, Lu. Okay. Now, when Ya is replaced, E is replaced with Ya, Yad plus Ya will become Yadya, Yadya, and then Api. So it becomes Yadyapi. Why this sandhi is important? Because when you need to go reverse, it is little tricky. If they ask Yadyapi and if they ask Sandhi Vigraha Karuta, that time what will happen? It will not click in your mind how would I go reverse? Which Sandhi it is? That time you should be smart enough to identify Ya, Ra, La, Va in that. Right? So in Yadyapi you get Ya, means definitely it is E or E Svara. Okay. So Api is Uttarapada and Yadi is Purvapada. Okay. Going reverse is little tricky in this sandhi. Iti plus Adi. Then E changes to Ya. Itya. Itya plus Adi. Sakhya plus Aishwaryam. Sakhyaishwaryam. Anva plus Eshanam. Anveshanam. Pitra plus Upadeshaha. Pitrupadeshaha. Vadva plus Agamanam. Vadvagamanam. Now why Vadhu changes to Vadva? Because Ukara changes to Va. Rukara changes to Ar. So Pit plus Ar is Pitra. U plus Va is Anva. Nu. That U goes and Va comes. E changes to Ya. That's why Sakhya. Sakhya plus Aishwaryam. Sakhyaishwaryam. Iti plus Adi. E changes to Ya. Itya. Ityadi. Okay. Yes. Tejas, I want you to read these examples.
Yes, ma'am. Iti plus Adi. Sorry, ma'am. Should I say Adi plus Api also?
Yeah, it's okay. Say it.
Yadi plus Api equals to Yadyapi. Iti plus Adi gives Ityadi. Sakhi plus Aishwaryam is Sakhya Aishwaryam. Anu plus Eshanam gives Anveshanam. Pitru plus Upadeshaha equals Pitrupadeshaha. Vadu plus Aganam is Vadvaganam. Vadvagamanam.
Yes. Tejas, ready for some more examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Madhu plus Arihi.
Madhwarihi.
Pari plus Apalayat.
Paryapalayat.
Excellent. Prati plus Upakaraha.
Pratyupagaraha.
Very good. Khadu plus Ekaputraha.
Khadvekaputraha.
Excellent. Lu plus Akrutihi.
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
Lu plus Akrutihi.
Which one?
Plus Akrutihi.
Lakrutihi.
Excellent. Super, Tejas. Yes. Let's go next. Now, last part of Swara Sandhi. Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. This name you should remember. If you don't remember name, you will not remember the rules of Sandhi. So, name is so interesting, no? Yanta Vanta. So, Ya Anta, Va Anta. Yanta is Aya Aya. Vanta is Ava Ava. Name itself will tell you what are the rules of Sandhi. So, half rules are done. Yanta Vanta is Ya Anta, Va Anta. How is Ya Anta? Aya Aya, Ava Ava. Okay, how Aya Aya and Ava Ava happens? Here, A changes to Aya, I changes to Aya, O changes to Ava, Au changes to Av. Okay, Aya, Ava, Av. Okay, now how? Again, Paravarna can be any Swara. Purva Varna, it should be A. A changes to Aya. Here also change happens, okay? It is not, means it is replaced in Purva Varna. Paravarna remains the same. So A changes to Aya. I changes to I, O changes to Au changes to Av. Okay, so I want Neha to read.
Yes, ma'am. E. Ma'am, how do you read it?
A changes to I.
A changes to I. E.
Aya.
A. Aya. Aya. Au changes to Av.
I. Second is Aya.
I changes to Aya. Au changes to Av.
No, O it is. It is not Au. O. First, sir.
Sorry. O changes to Av. Au changes to Av.
Okay, very good. Next, now let's see. Only the Purva letter gets substituted and para letter remains same as Yana Sandhi. Now, how it changes? This is also a little tricky to when you need to go reverse way. Okay, that time also this Aya and Aya and Ava you should identify in the end result in the Sandhi. Okay, then only you can identify that it is Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. Now, how? She plus Anam. Now, she is what? Sha plus A plus Anam. So A is there, that's why A changes to I. So Sha plus I, that becomes Shaya. Okay, Shay. Shay plus Anam, Shayanam. How it is changed? See carefully once again. This is A ki matra, Sha plus A. Understand it. If you are not understanding, no, just split the letters. Varna vibhajanam you do, then you will understand. Sha plus A. This is A. Sha is removed. In Anam, A is separated, taken differently, and Nam is as it is. Now our rules, Sandhi Karyam happens here, this part. Last letter of Purvapada and first letter of Uttarapada. Right? Our rule is applied here. Now this A changes to I. A is replaced I. Remaining part, do not touch. It will be as it is. Now this I plus this, it is added to Sh. So Sha plus A becomes complete. Purna Sha. Then Ya is half. Then this half Svara is added. Whatever Svara you have in the Uttarapada. So Ya plus A is Ya. Then Nam as it is. Shayanam. She plus Anam is equal to Shayanam. Okay. Let's see other examples. Now see here, Gai plus Akaha. So how to split? G plus I. Right? What is the result of I? I changes to I. A ki matra should come. So G plus A is Ga. Then Ya, half Ya is as it is. Then this Ya is added to Akaha. So Gai plus Akaha. That becomes Gai plus Akaha. Gayakaha. Now here O. When it is O changes to Av and Au changes to Av. So Bha plus O. O is replaced with Av. Bha plus Av is Bha plus A is Bha and half Va as it is. And V plus A is Va. So it goes as Bhavanam. So when Bhavanam is given and when they ask you to split the Sandhi, that time because it is Av, it is not Av. Based on the presence of Va, you have to, means earlier letter you need to observe. Earlier one. If it is Bhava, it should be Bho. If it is Bhava, it should be Bhau. And when you split the Swara, second Swara comes as it is. Like it is Gayakaha. So Ga is having A Swara. That's why it is Dirgha. Dirgha Swara which is there in Purva Varna. That's why it is I. And because it is Yakaha, it is A or I. If Ya is there, there are two possibilities. It should be A or I. If Va is there are two possibilities. It should be O or Au. So first you have to identify which possibility is there. If Va is there, what are the two possibilities? O or Au. Now see earlier letter you see. It is Pa. So A ki matra. That's why Dirgha. That's why Pau. Okay. If Va is there, two possibilities, O or Au. Now, bha is not having dirgha matra. Bha means it is not aya, ava. It is av only. So, av means it is o. So, bha plus o becomes bhu. Going reverse way is like you need to apply your skills. You need to think logically, then you will get it. Okay. So, she plus anam shayanam, gai plus akaha gayakaha, bho plus anam bhavanam, pau plus akaha pavaka. Yes. Who want to read now? Who will read this? Yes, Pragnya.
She plus anam shayanam. Gai plus akaha gayakaha. Bho plus anam bhavanam. Pau plus akaha pavakaha.
Now, a few more example, Pragya. Now plus ikaha.
Navikaha.
Very good. Vishnu plus iti. Vishnu plus
Vishnaviti.
excellent. Hare plus a.
Hare plus
A.
A.
Hare plus a.
Haraye.
Excellent. Super. Adau plus eva.
Adaveva.
Super. Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. So here we end with Swara Sandhi. Okay, one more is there. Now plus ikaha, navika. So we end with okay, Purvarupa Sandhi. One more is one more is remaining. So Purvarupa Sandhi. So what is Purvarupa Sandhi? See here. When in Purvavarna we have A or O and Paravarna we have Rasva Akara. Remember it is Rasva Akara. Then Purvavarnasya sthane A and O. At the place of O it is O only. Here what happens? When it remains the same. When we have Rasva Swara in the Uttarapada and it remains the same, that time at the place of Uttarapada Aswara, we get this S sign. It is called Avagraha. Okay, what is it? It is Pluta Swara, extension of that Swara. Okay, this is called Purvarupa Sandhi. Anne plus api, here what happens? Because Uttarapada A has come, A will go, at the place of A, S sign is added and the whole word is added as it is. Like Anne plus Anne, then this yes and P. Now this is called as Avagraha. So after Anne, Avagraha is added and P as it is. But how to be read it? How to be read this? Anne P. You need to extend one matra kal for this Avagraha. Okay, so this is Purvarupa Sandhi. So who will read this? Who has not read? Pragnya, you read just now. I want someone new. Today's class, who didn't read? Yes, Nikhil. Come on, read.
Anye plus api, anyepi. Sarve plus atra, sarvetra. Vishnu plus avatu, Vishnovatu. Shisho plus api, Shishopi. Sadho plus atra, Sadhotra.
Yes, very good. So this is Purvarupa Sandhi. When we get this at time, that time we get Purvarupa Sandhi. Okay, this is called Purvarupa Sandhi. So next is Vyanjana Sandhi. I'll just give a small introduction of Vyanjana Sandhi. The types we will see tomorrow. Types of Vyanjana Sandhi. So tomorrow's class we are going to finish Vyanjana Sandhi and Visarga Sandhi. So tomorrow Sandhi will be finished. Day after tomorrow we are starting with Samasa. Okay. So in Swara Sandhi, the rules are applied to the Swaras. Okay, as the name says. Vyanjana Sandhi, the rules are strict to Vyanjana present in Purvavarna and Uttaravarna. Okay, Paravarna. Vyanjanasya sthane vyatyaha cheta Vyanjana Sandhi. Change in the place of Vyanjanas or consonant is called as Vyanjana Sandhi. It is also known as Hal Sandhi. Okay. You must started. So let's revise once what we have seen so far. So we finished Swara Sandhi. Who will tell me all 6 types of Swara Sandhi, what we did today? Huh? Who is raising hand? Shruti, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, Guna Sandhi, Vridhi Sandhi, Yan Sandhi, Yantavanta Sandhi, and Purvarupa Sandhi.
Very good. Shruti, can you just tell me what was there in Savarna Dirgha? Any one thing which you remember that is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi? Anything?
Yes, ma'am. I'll speak about if the first word is ending with or a, and the second word is also beginning with any of those two letters, then then
There is
then during the sandhi it's gonna be a.
So
In the middle of
Dirgha
both
of
the
that
words.
Swara will happen in Savarna. Okay, what we saw
Yes,
in
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can you repeat?
second type, Guna Sandhi. Any identification mark you should remember in some way
Yes,
that.
ma'am. Ma'am, in Guna Sandhi, if there's a or a in the at the end of the first word, and in the second word's beginning there is maybe e or e, then the letter in the middle of the
Result will be?
the resulting one is going to be e.
It will be E.
Sorry, a. My bad.
So remember, Guna is formation of A and O.
Yeah.
Okay, remember like this. Guna Sandhi means formation of A or O.
Oh.
Now what is Vruddhi? Vruddhi is extension of Guna. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is Vruddhi? How will you remember? What is Vruddhi Sandhi?
In Vriddhi Sandhi, the first word is ending with a or a, and the second word is beginning with a or a. So the resulting word is going to have I.
See here, when we are talking about formation of I or Au, in Uttarapada it should be A-I O Au. It cannot be A.
Yeah.
It will be in Purvapada. Okay. So
Yes,
then
ma'am.
only extension happens. No, for having extension, there should exist something. Whatever exists, that only you extend, right? So Guna
Yes,
should
ma'am.
be there. Then only Vruddhi happens. So where Guna present? Guna is present in Uttarapada. There is A-I O in Uttarapada. That results as Vruddhi. That results as I and Au. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Then Yana, what happened?
Yes, ma'am. In Yana Sandhi, in the first word end, there'll be, I'm just taking this as an example. There'll be either E or E. And in the next word, in the beginning, there'll be an asavarna swara, which is any other swara except for E and E. So it's going to give rise to Y.
So you should remember Iya, Uva, Rura, Lula. 4 words. Formation
Yes,
of Ya, Va, R, L. That is Yana. Okay. Yavarala.
Yes, ma'am.
Iya, Uva, Rura, Lula. Right? That is Yana. What
Yes,
you
ma'am.
studied in Yantavantadesh.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Yantavantadesh. 5th type.
Yes, ma'am. So in that sandhi, if there is a at the end of the first word, and in the second word beginning there's any other swara, then it's gonna become I. But if there is I, it's gonna become I. And for O will become Av, and for Au it's gonna become Av.
A, Aya, I, Aya, O, Ava, Au, Ava. That is Yantavantadesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Last one.
Yes, ma'am. Purvarupa
S
sandhi,
sign
right?
you should S sign.
Yeah. if there is a at the end of the first word, and at the second word beginning there is a, then it's going to become a with the the
Avagraha. With the
avagraha
avagraha.
chinna. Yeah.
Then, what is the identification mark of this sandhi? Is in Uttara Pada, it should be compulsory a. Then only
Yes,
avagraha.
ma'am.
Okay. So a you should remember in Uttara Pada. So Uttara Pada a is there, then avagraha appears as the S sign, extension
Yes, ma'am.
of earlier whatever will be the Svara. Okay. So that was the Svara sandhi which we finished today. Tomorrow we are going to see Vyanjana sandhi and Visarga sandhi. So do read and come for Vyanjana sandhi and Visarga sandhi. So today we are not posting study material. Together everything tomorrow only we post. That would be fine. Or you want today's part? Give me suggestion. Is it okay? If
Tomorrow. We
tomorrow
can do
the whole
tomorrow.
week will be okay? Okay. So tomorrow, all three types of sandhi we are going to finish, Vyanjana and Visarga. And tomorrow only study material will be uploaded. After studying, solve your question bank. After solving question bank, see the key answers. Don't see before key answers, solving it. Okay. So shall we stop today? Any doubts? No? Okay. So shall we stop there? Yes or no? At least say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Good
Yes,
night.
ma'am.
Dhanyavada. Shubharatri. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
For Vyanjana Sandhi and
Thank you.
Visarga
Yeah.
Sandhi for tomorrow's class.
Thank you, ma'am.